Hi guys, welcome to our second video. We want to start this video out by just thanking you guys. It has been overwhelming, the amount of support.
So awesome.
Yeah, both financially and prayerfully. Thank you guys so much for all your heartfelt, and heartwarming messages that you guys given us. We wanted to just kind of tell everyone where we're at in this adoption phase, I guess you could say, and also talk a little bit more about the baby that we're hoping for. So right now we are on a waiting list and waiting for a birth mother to choose us. The child that we're looking for, there are not a whole lot of requirements that we have for that. We definitely want a baby that's going to be 0 to 2 months because we want to have the newborn experience. It's very important to us. We have no issues with either boy or girl, and whatever race is fine. We just want to make sure that the baby is healthy.
Yes.
So anything that's in our health history and in our family's health history is fine. But we want to make sure to limit the alcohol or drug use for the birth mother, and that's about it.
If possible.
Yeah.
We just wanted to talk a little bit about what led us to adoption. Well, the Lord, He's always put it on our hearts that we're going to be parents, and so this was just the path that God led us to. We did fertility treatments for a while, and all in all, we spent about $24,000 of our own money on fertility treatments. And after that, Matt said, no more. Let's adopt. That's clearly what God wants, and we'd rather use our next set of money to just spend on something that is a for sure thing, because hopefully someone will definitely pick us.
Yeah. We made the decision to proceed through with adoption. I think it was either at the end of January or beginning of February of last year. So we're approaching the year mark right now, and we've been through quite a bit. We've been through the home study, which was a long process. It's where a social worker actually comes into our house. She does several interviews and meetings with us, and gets information from our friends and background checks with FBI and SBI.
Check our work history, our tax information. We had to get 5 different references. Medical forms, anything you can imagine that would tell her about us, we gave her.
That's right. So right now, up to date, I guess, in as far as how much we've spent on the adoption so far, including the home study, I believe it's right about $6,000.
Mm-hmm. And so the $40,000 that we're raising is strictly agency fees and all the stuff that goes into them matching us with a child. And so we've had a lot of questions around what does that entail? Why is it so expensive? And so we pulled up our agency fees, and we're going to explain those to you. So every agency is different, and ours just happens to be in Florida. So because we're not in Florida, we incur extra costs there as well. So in the beginning, there's an application consultation fee where we apply, and then we went and spoke with them. Then a pre-match case management where the attorneys take care of everything on their end to get us all set up. And then pre-match advertising, because basically Matt and I have to sell ourselves to these birth moms. And so the agency puts our profile on their website, on social media, any kind of outlet that they use to advertise to these birth moms.
Yeah. And then the next part is just the adoption fee program, or program fee, I guess you could say. And that includes social work, legal work. Since you said it is an agency in Florida, there's going to be interstate, which is a little bit more expensive than if it was within the state. So there's all the kind of casework that goes with the child and with us and with the legal system.
There's birth parent counseling and post-adoption communication, so making sure that everything is set up there. Another thing is that these attorneys for the agency are attorneys for the child, not for us. So we have to retain our own attorney to take care of the interstate process and anything that may arise that we would need legal counseling for.
Mm-hmm. And then the next part is the birth mother fees. So we will be covering living expenses. They want to make sure that the child is healthy. So whatever it takes to earn that. So there will be living expenses. There will be making sure there's transportation back and forth, making sure that the birth mother goes to the prenatal examinations, and that all that stuff is actually being done, and paying for all that stuff as well. and then court costs and all anything from the birth mother standpoint. So she has a child and she doesn't have to pay anything.
Right. And she's able to get her own attorney as well. So then we would be paying for her attorney's fees. And that some of these fees are kind of estimated costs, what could incur, and some of them are hard and fast. So right now, we're just waiting. And then when we're matched, we owe about $23,000 to $26,000. As soon as birth mom picks us and we say yes to her, that's how much we owe. Then after placement, when the baby is born and in our arms and we are taking that child home, then we owe the rest of the fees. And that total, that can be anywhere from $32,000 to $42,000. And the most the agency said their biggest paying people was about $43,000 to $45,000. But typically, what did he say?
Yeah, they say it's normally going to be around $36,000 to $38,000 or so.
So with the $40,000, we're just trying to cover all our bases because we know we're going to have more cost from us being out of state and having to get our own attorney. So that's where we came up with the $40,000. I know that it's not going to be, I hope it's not going to be as expensive as their most expensive, and we know it's not going to be their lowest estimate. So that's just a little bit about where the fees come from. I really like how this agency takes care of the birth moms and make sure that she feels safe and respected, and that's why I like the fact that they make sure she gets to the doctor through all of the extra costs. So if you have any other questions, we are happy to answer those. We love to be open about this and share our experience.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I know it's $40,000 is a crazy amount of money. It's crazy to us too. But, please remain in prayer for us and pass this on to anyone that you think might be willing to help. And we just appreciate all of you so much, and we love all of you. And thank you for being, with us through this process.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.